What's going on, everybody? What's going on? Elemental astrology update. The moon is in Sag still, but it's headed into Capricorn as we speak. So by the time it's like either 11 or 12, you'll feel that shift from fire into earth. And we have some more shifts and retrogrades that are taking place, and we are about to speak on that first before we speak on the 14th and the 15th zodiac and the asteroids and Lilith, because they play a huge, important role when it comes to learning our abilities from all elemental directions. That means telekinesis, any ability that is within your being, it requires to have all of them. So let's get back to these shifts. Mercury and Mars. It's in Libra. Mercury is making a shift into Scorpio any moment now, where the retrograde is going to be November the 10th. Jupiter and Gemini. That retrograde starts November the 12th. Now remember, retrogrades are upgrades to your psyche drives. You work with them, you do not run from them. It is a powerful moment of understanding self mentally. And as far as retrogrades, Pluto is no longer in retrograde with Capricorn, but it still is in Capricorn. And Neptune is no longer in retrograde with Pisces, but it is still in Pisces. Saturn and Chiron as well is still in retrograde in Pisces. Uranus is still in retrograde with Taurus, right? Then we have Venus is still in Virgo. And for the new ones, Lilith, Juno, Pallas, and Ceres. Juno is in Ophiuchus. Pallas is in Aquila. Ceres is in Cetus. And Lilith is in Aquarius. Now, Cetus the whale is the 14th zodiac, and Orion is the 15th zodiac. I will be speaking more on those. There's my baby. Sorry, I got distracted. So there's this owl, female owl, that shows herself whenever I do owl calls. And I did a couple of calls earlier this night, and there she is, sitting in the parking lot in the east. Those are my good guardians. But yes, Cetus the whale, Cetus the whale, Orion, Juno, Pallas, Ceres, and Lilith play a very, very important, huge role when it comes to your abilities. Huge role, because they're parts of our body that we use unconsciously. But now that we're going to learn about them consciously, we'll be able to utilize those parts of our body a lot more efficient. This is why I decided to bring these back in, because astrologers leave them out. I don't know why did they leave them out, but they leave them out. So Cetus the whale is your 14th zodiac. I'll be speaking on that next moon update. Orion, your 15th zodiac. I'll be speaking on that next moon update. Then Lilith, Juno, Pallas, and Ceres. I will be speaking more on those in the next moon update. I was just introducing those things to you so you guys can have an understanding and overstanding of what is coming. Again, Mercury is going into retrograde with Scorpio November the 10th. Jupiter is going into retrograde with Gemini November the 12th. Saturn and Chiron is still in retrograde with Pisces. Uranus is still in retrograde with Taurus. You know what I mean? So we got a lot of things that are taking place in the psyche drives. Venus is in Virgo. Yeah, man. Venus is still doing her thing in Earth, in her own element. But yeah, man, I'm going to be sharing a lot more new things when it comes to studying your abilities from an astrological level. So what I've been doing with the jumping is learning how to navigate through my environment using my house system, my whole house system. So when you walk out in reality, you don't see trees, you don't see a chair, you don't see numbers, you don't see that. You see your energy all over the place. So let's say you was to jump on the bus 2005. That's 7. That 7 is now a channel of your energy. You don't see that bus anymore. You see a machine that is traveling you through your celestial body, or should I say astrological body. Hence why I'm doing the jumping a lot. So the 3, for me, according to my house system, the 3 will be Aries, the 6 will be Cancer, and the 9 will be Libra for me. So when you're jumping, utilizing your house system, everything is flowing from negative positive to positive negative. Your right brain is 0 degrees, negative to positive, 0 to 180. Your masculine side, 360 to 180 degrees, positive to negative. Your energy is flowing through your system, your body, like this. It's going up and over and down and over, just like this. Negative, positive, positive, negative, just like this, right? So what you're doing is you're traveling through the channels of your energy. What do I mean by that? I'm going to use mine as an example. My Venus is in Cancer, 2nd house. Elemental-wise, Venus, Earth, Cancer, water. My 2nd house, which is Pisces, water. What direction is that? West, north, west. How did I get that? Water is west, earth is north. Hence why the 6, which is Cancer, is in the back of my head, which is west, west, northwest. See what I'm saying? Everything is in alignment with your body. When you're moving in alignment with your body, you connect to your environment effortlessly. When I say effortlessly, I mean effortlessly. You connect to your environment. This is why I'm pushing true sidereal astrology the way I'm pushing it. Because you're going to be learning your celestial body in the present moment. Tropical, Vedic, all that other stuff, it's 2,000 and 3,000 years old. It does not work. It is not in alignment with your celestial body, which is why it'll have you going in loops and karmic cycles. That's why you don't hear me speak about it or even mention it at all, because there is no direction with those studies of astrology, because it's man-made. You know what I'm saying? It's off, completely off. And when I say off, I'm talking about off. Huge degrees, about 15 to 20 degrees off when it comes to those. But I'm going to be teaching you guys a lot more on how to use your environment to jump through, to learn how your energy flows through your nervous system. Because that's what you're doing. You're traveling through your nervous system. So again, going back to my Venus in Cancer 2nd house. Venus is the start of the link. Cancer is the second link. The 2nd house is where the energy is coming from, how you channel it. So again, Venus is Earth. Going to water, which is Cancer. And then you channel it through the 2nd house, right? So peep game. When you're doing this, you're learning how the light, which is the planet, the window, which is the sign, and the house is how you channel it through that window. So understand this. Planets are your chakra system. They are balls of light that rotate in certain directions. What you have to do is learn how that planet rotates by following the cycle. Moon day, Mars day, Mercury day, Jupiter day, Venus day, Saturn day, and Sunday. Sunday is the beginning of the cycle. The ending of the cycle is Saturn. So when you go from the sun to Saturn twice, here comes your full moon. Then you do sun to Saturn twice again, here comes your new moon. See that? 7 and 7, 14. 7 and 7, 14. Hence why our full moon is on the 5th of November in Aries. Mind you, Libra is getting skipped. Our next new moon is going to be in Scorpio. You won't see anything on Libra because things have shifted, like I said. Things have shifted. I'll go deeper into that in the next video because I'm already like 12 minutes in this video and, you know, people's attention span is really short. So, yeah, man, I'm going to be speaking more on Cetus the Whale, Orion, Juno, Ceres, Pallas, and Lilith. When it comes to our abilities, I'm going to start speaking on that a whole lot more so you guys can get a better understanding of your abilities. I'm going to be speaking more on numbers, your house system, how to utilize that in reality, and much more. So stay tuned, family. We about to get really, really live in the astrological world, man, and elemental science and elemental astrology. I'm telling you, man, when I say I'm bringing some new heat to the table, I'm bringing some new heat to the table, man. If you've seen my video of me speaking about how me jumping, I'm going through the emotions and traveling back to spots that I haven't seen and felt in a while with self, I'm doing that internal work. I literally turned my environment into my celestial body and I'm traveling through it and I'm doing the work. It's an embodiment of, it's like a special meditation, embodiment meditation, where I'm traveling through my own system and I'm doing the work. And I'm practicing telekinesis because I'm shifting reality, traveling through the 3, the 6, and the 9, and I reset in the 0. Hence why my piece is facing up, because we had a new moon in Virgo. When the new moon is present, the portal is open. You're absorbing and taking in, you're sucking in your black hole. When the new moon closes with the full moon, you rotate and you close it. You close your eye. You know what I mean? And you get to work. This is how this video game works, man. When I say I've been studying this and studying this and studying this, listen, we in here. Again, new stuff is on the way, family. Intergalactic communications. Signing out.